Sugar City Morning Show.
Good morning, muy buenos días a todos y bienvenidos a esta edición del Sugar City Morning Show. ¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo se encuentran? Ojalá y bien. Ojalá estén gozando de este día precioso. Una mañana bastante fresca aquí en Orange Walk. Me parece que hace un par de semanas mencioné acerca de cuando los cielos están aborregados. Hoy cuando salí a las 6 y me fijé en el cielo, eso es lo que vi, un cielo aborregado. Y obviamente lo esperaba, porque así fuera, porque durante la noche la temperatura bajó bastante, no bastante por decir, pero quedó bastante fresca la noche. Y la mañana en particular estuvo bastante fresca, tanto así que, que tuve que cerrar las ventanas. Compañeros, bienvenidos al Sugar City Morning Show. Un día precioso aquí en Orange Walk. Ojalá que donde esté de igual forma. Estamos transmitiendo en vivo desde Nortevisión, Canal 10, aquí en la aldea de Child Farm, en Orange Walk. Y es un gran gusto poder llegar hasta la privacidad de sus hogares. Estamos transmitiendo por cable, por aire y también por internet. Por cable, pues estamos unidos a la red de proveedores de señal de cable que permite que nuestra señal se vea por todo el país. Tomo tiempo ahora para dar los buenos días y enviar saludos a Corozal, a Orange Walk, bueno, aquí en Orange Walk, a la ciudad de Belice, también Belompan, Santa Elena, San Ignacio, Benque Viejo, también San José Socorro, Dangriga y Punta Gorda. Good morning, going to be Dafik. Buenos días todos. También, como dije, estamos por aire, un servicio gratuito de parte de los dueños de esta televisión. Si es que vives en un lugar donde no hay cable o si es que optas no tener cable, pues solo hay un canal que puedas ver. Si vives en el norte del país, y eso es Canal 10. A menos de que estés viendo BTV, BTV, pero esos son ofrecimientos mexicanos o internacionales que tienes que ir a pagar. No es gratis. En nosotros es absolutamente gratis. Todo lo que tienes que hacer es pues acomodar tu televisor o conseguir una antenita y lo puedes ver absolutamente claro. También estamos por internet en Facebook y lo bonito de eso es que lo puedes ver a la hora que se te antoje. ¿Qué tal? Buenos días. Como siempre, vamos a darle comienzo a este programa con una oración porque hoy logramos abrir los ojos. Hoy estamos vivos. Hoy debemos de reconocer que es un día más que nuestro Señor nos da y que un día más y por eso debemos estar súper agradecidos. Padre, te doy las gracias por todas tus bendiciones. Nos das la vida, la salud, las fuerzas. Hoy me acerco a ti, Padre, para darte gracias por todo y decirte que tú eres mi amigo y tú eres mi proveedor. Tú siempre me das más de lo que necesito. Gracias por ese amor que tienes para con nosotros. Dame el valor para enfrentar los momentos difíciles, Padre. Enséñame cada día el valor de la fe. El valor de la fe, de poder decir creer, creer, creer. Ayúdame a recordar que tú eres el capitán de mi vida y que siempre harás todo por mi camino y que después de toda tormenta siempre llegará la calma. Gracias, Señor, por escuchar mis oraciones y te pido que cuides de mis familiares, de mis amistades, de los niños desamparados, de los pobres, los que están enfermos, los que están pasando tiempos difíciles luego de la muerte de un ser querido. Padre, ayúdanos a todos, bendícenos todos, que tengamos un día exitoso. Te bendecimos tu nombre, Padre, te adoramos y te glorificamos siempre. Amén. Good morning. If you've just joined us, it's exactly 6 minutes after 7 o'clock. And as I said in Spanish a little while ago, this morning it was rather cool. And it's typical that July is like that. It is like that because of the rainy weather. And it tends to cool the atmosphere. And that's exactly what happened last night. And if you notice as well that there's if you were up this morning early and you looked up at the cloud formations, they were it was as if you were they were all broken up in small pieces. Now I've known this as from a child that when that situation would come up, my parents would say, "Hace frío ahí arriba," and and I always used to wonder, being who I am, I always used to wonder what that meant. Hace frío ahí arriba. Well, that's exactly what it is. It's cold up there, very cold, and the clouds are showing that that is very cold up up there, and sometimes it's 20,000 feet above sea level, sometimes 10. But it's a situation that is called cielos aborregados. It would mean that it looks like woolen patches, and that's exactly what it was this morning. And well, obviously, we had that very cool night last night, very cool. But the general situation from the Met Service says, apologize. Mainly fair and warm weather will prevail today. And the 24-hour forecast says it's going to be mostly sunny and partly cloudy tonight. Showers will be isolated with the chance of a brief thunderstorm inland this afternoon. Notice it doesn't say exactly where inland. It just says inland. It's very difficult to pinpoint sometimes, but the conditions are there. In other words, are going to be there, and it can develop anywhere. So that's why the openness of the statement. The winds from the east 10 to 20 knots. The sea stay choppy but moderate. Temperatures along the coast 88 as a high, 82 as a low. Inland 95 degrees as a high and 75 as a low. Last night I think that this morning really. I think it was closer to 70 degrees, 70 or perhaps, or about 70. I wouldn't want to say any. I would like to say a number and then it's just it's not like that. But I do know from what I know that that temperature last night was about at least 70, 71 degrees. Hills 84 degrees as a max and 70 as a low. I'm guided by that the temperature in the hills. The outlook for tomorrow, Wednesday and Wednesday night is cloudy with some showers or thunderstorms, mainly over southern districts during Wednesday, with a gradual decrease in showers Wednesday night. I beg your pardon. A high tide occurs at 9:14 this morning, a low tide at 4:29 this afternoon, a second high tide at 10:57 tonight, and a second low tide at 3:39 tomorrow morning. The sun rose this morning at 5:26, and the sun is setting at 6:30 this evening. The moon is rising at 6:34 this evening, and the moon is setting tomorrow morning at 1 minute before 6. Thank you, forecaster Derek Rodon. Buenos días, aquí les va el reporte del estado del tiempo para hoy. Permisito. Era seca la boca. Para hoy, martes 16 de julio. Y si estás cumpliendo años, hey, que la pases de maravilla. Muchas felicidades. Vamos a ver quién está cumpliendo años hoy. Vamos a ver. Vamos a ver. Mi buena amiga. Yaya, que la pases de maravilla. All the best to you. Ahí te voy a ver en un rato en Banquitas. También vamos a ver quién más está cumpliendo años hoy. Júgalo. Vamos a ver rápidamente. Pues no me sale. Pero aquí les va. Hoy que continuamos con un buen tiempo y tiempo caluroso, para las siguientes 24 horas soleado, hoy parcialmente nublado por la noche, chubascos aislados, existe la posibilidad de una tormenta algo breve hoy por la tarde sucediendo en el interior del país. Dese cuenta que no define dónde en el interior del país, simplemente existe la posibilidad. Las condiciones van a estar ahí, pero no se sabe dónde exactamente pueda suceder la tormenta. Posiblemente aquí en Orange Rock, no lo sé. Quizás, pero más que nada será pues más probable que sea sobre las montañas. Es más probable. Los vientos del este 10 a 20 nudos. El estado del mar agitado, moderado. Temperaturas por la costa 88 como una máxima, 82 como una mínima, y en el interior 95 como una máxima y 75 como una mínima. Como dije en inglés, la temperatura esta mañana estoy casi seguro que bajó a 70, 71 grados. Eso es garantizado. Por las colinas 84 como una máxima y 70 como una mínima. ¿Qué se espera mañana miércoles y miércoles por la noche? Nublado con algunos periodos de nubosidad, algunos chubascos, o tormentas, pero eso es ocurriendo más que nada sobre la porción sur del país, en Toledo, más que nada, y bueno, disminuyendo ya por la noche, pues ya no se va a ver tanta actividad. Una marea alta a las 9:14, una baja a las 4:29 por la tarde, otra alta a las 10:57 por la noche y otra baja a las 3:39 mañana. El sol salió hoy a las 5:26, el sol se oculta hoy a las 6:30 y la luna sale a las 6:34 y luego entonces se oculta a las 5:59 mañana temprano. Es más, a las 6 menos un minuto. Gracias forecaster Derek Rodan por esta información. Son exactamente las 7:14. Quiero darle las gracias a nuestros patrocinadores de siempre: Vega Imports, Vega Distributors, German Vegan Sons, Gillette's Meat Shop, Government of Belize Information Service, Belize Tourist Board, Digi, la compañía Digi. Thank you very much. A&Rs and the Referendum Unit. Vamos a una pausa y estaremos de vuelta con ustedes luego de estos anuncios. Vamos a esa pausa.
The first two phases of the Hummingbird Highway Rehabilitation Project from the Belmopon Roundabout Junction to Saboon Bridge and Alta Vista Bridge to Dangriga Town has already made a remarkable difference for commuters and residents alike. These first two phases are a $16.5 million investment by the government of Belize. Under this project, the highway is being rehabilitated through improvement of the road pavement to create a safer environment for the public. Improvements, especially in the areas that pose a high risk to motorists, include the introduction of paved road shoulders, high visibility line markings, reflective road studs, bus laybys, and other features that will bring the entire road segment in line with internationally recognized standards. Additionally, the replacement of the existing single-lane bridges will reduce road user risks. These improvements will increase economic, tourism, and agricultural opportunities, further encouraging the social development of Belize, particularly in the South. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Everyone needs a getaway. Why not make it in your own backyard? Learn the history of your old capital. venture out on a road trip to experience the village life and be captivated by nature's wildlife, culture, and food. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
Take a journey with us to endless possibilities. Our future as a country is now. DigiNet Boost is countrywide. Taking Belize into the future. A nationwide technological evolution. As the most advanced fiber connection, DigiNet Boost is a step forward into a modern world. Belize is powered by DigiNet. DigiNet Boost, now available countrywide.
The sunny days are here, and whether it's for a picnic or in your kitchen, you need the meat. Gillette's Meat Shop proudly offers a variety of juicy cuts such as processed meats, ham, bacon, salami, longanisa, and sugar cure ham, just to mention a few. Enjoy our meats in beef, pork, and mutton. So for that healthy cut your family enjoys, visit us at number 18 San Antonio Road in Orange Walk from Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. and 1:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. Saturdays, 7 a.m. to 12:30 and 3 to 5 p.m. Sundays, 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Place your orders at 322-3486 or 322-2175 or even 610-4061. Send us an email at derekgillett31@gmail.com. Gillette's Meat Shop, fresh and processed meats.
Ay, qué rico.
6 cylinders to pure potential and better performance.
It looks like it vibrates. You think it could be the horsepower?
With a quart of oil and the calibration of the injectors, it will start to get the watchers again on the street.
We take a motor to its optimal level. We speak machine, Rush France, making the world function. Authorized agent, German Vega & Sons. Telephone number 322-3625. Email germanvega@btl.net.
Sugar City.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. Bienvenidos de vuelta al Sugar City Morning Show. It's exactly 7:20. Please join me this morning in welcoming Mr. Robert Checky Usher to the show. Good morning, Checky.
Morning, Mr. Martinez.
How are you doing this morning?
Thank God, I believe I'm okay. I feel good, sir.
Do you believe or do you know that you're...
Well, we could always speculate, you know.
No, it's either you are okay or you're not okay.
Well, I just say okay.
Okay, good. So you know you're okay.
But the number could play. Like up a 0 to 99. He start back to 0 again, it's not 100. You get me?
El number could play?
Yeah. You get me?
Yeah, I get you. I get you.
But we're here once again, Mr. Martinez, on this lovely, beautiful Tuesday morning. You know, yesterday we started the discussion about the village council elections that were held over the weekend. We never really finished wrap up everything because we had a guest yesterday, which was a very important discussion with Mr. Castillo, no? Mm-hmm. But you know, we are here again this morning, and like nothing, like 5 weeks of village council elections feel like it gone so fast.
Mm-hmm. Time no wait, like a Creole say, time not take time like one time, you know.
Yeah. It was just like yesterday when Carmelita had their election, and that's what, 4 weeks ago.
Already a month ago, yes.
And we are moving into the 5th week, which is the
But,
final one.
but the thing is that it's already the 16th of July, and I mean, it's already the second half. I like to put it in perspective. Beginning of the second half of July, and after this first half of July went by so quickly, enough funny. So, the next half is going very quickly as well, and the next thing you know, we're there in August.
Yeah.
Hot summer days of August. Good Lord, sometimes you can't take it.
Yep.
But August is special for me because it's my birthday month.
What?
Yes. And then after that, September comes with all the activity,
Yeah, all the jump up, all the
all the
festivities.
hoopla, all the festivities. And then all of a sudden, after September, it dies. It literally dies
Yeah.
until the beginning of October. And then next thing you know, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
Yeah, please don't start. Yeah, but you know, Mr. Martinez, also.
One time, excuse me, I went to Mexico City, my nephew and I. It was September, and some of those stores already had Christmas trees and Christmas lights up. They already had it. Walmart already had all of those things.
Yeah, well, now you see that when the times that they come right now, they usually put this, they put a lot of Halloween things now. And they have this Buen Fin sometime, I think it's in November, where all over Mexico, most of the major stores and supermarkets, they have some big discounts on that Buen Fin now that happens sometime in November, But I talked to a couple persons yesterday and for Sunday, but never really get to touch it. And they are complaining about the adjustment in their salary when it comes to Social Security. Some people get knocked hard, they never believe what. I hear one lady talk on the show, I said, I just want to leave 1 cent or want to leave $1 or want to leave something. But I understand it got deeper than that. And people are asking questions. I tell them, well, somebody call me and tell them you need to go to Social Security and ask why the adjustment. But why my boss take out so much? Well, your boss say, all we said, and girl, now want to go back to work tomorrow. Then, well, they have to go back to work.
Well, so much so that prompted me to call Social Security yesterday, and because of similar complaints and so forth. But it was confirmed to me that in my case, I'm only paying 50 cents, 40 cents more than what I was paying per week. So 80 cents is what I am, the increment, 80 cents. 80 cents, punto 80 centavos. That was what Social Security is getting more.
80 cents.
80 cents. Now, if there is a big
Reduction.
difference or reduction in your salary, that is not from Social Security.
No, you have to check.
That is not from Social Security. I repeat, it is the way the person has done his or her calculations, or depending if it is a monthly salary or a weekly salary. And some people are confusing the issue.
Yeah, because when the thing just made it come out, they had one street question to some employers and some employees, and some employers said, well, if I have to pay so much, and then maybe I just have to diminish the amount of persons that I have working.
But a lot of people are wrongly saying that it's Social Security that has made your salary go down. That is not true. That is a blatant lie. Yeah. I have already checked on that. Yes. And I got a cabecita, God not giving head for wear hat.
Yeah. So in that adjustment, if you know you earn so much a week, if you know you earn like $600 a month, $800 or $1,000, and you know whatever they take out, you go to Social Security, And you could ask as an employee, how much I supposed to reduct out of my pay every week? Because some people collect weekly, right? How much and if they tell you that $2, well, it shouldn't be more than $2. You know, and you have the right to ask question to your employer if they reduct more than that, and that is not something that they can fire you for. Because this girl said, me afraid to ask my boss because I'm afraid to get back and send me home. You should not be afraid of that. It's your right. You could just go to Social Security and verify. I say, I know they could complain about my employer, but I just go check if the amount that I pay, if that I supposed to pay.
But a lot of people are not aware. And it strikes me strange that why is it that they're not aware? But there is a big difference between $1,000 a month and $250 a week.
Yeah, because we got 52 weeks.
And people go like, no, es la misma cosa. Think. Shut your mouth and think. It's 12 months by 1,000 is 12,000. 250 times 52 is 13,000. So there's a big difference of $1,000 there. And that's the way it goes. So if you, depending on how the person is doing the calculations, using the $1,000 a month or the $250 a week, then you will find that if the person had been doing it the other way before and now is doing it the right way, you will see a big reduction in your salary. But I repeat, that is not Social Security, what you call it. So please don't come with that to me.
Or maybe all the time when they get away, you never know.
Exactly.
You know, because some people,
or an adjustment in your salary without you knowing.
Yeah, because they got some people with have the credit scheme and so, and they're not charge you per month. They say, all right, $3 a week you can pay. You can pay $3 a week for some kind of credit scheme when they have, and they have some of the lending institutions, when they sum it up by week, they tell you 52. They not tell you 12 months, they tell you 52, which is 52 weeks. Because I remember I did a contract with someone one time, they tell me, hey, don't say you do this, you know. You don't put it per month, you put it per week. Because if you put it per month, I shot you out almost 14 days.
14?
I think not 14, 14 or 21, I don't remember, but something like that. You know, so you have to figure it out and look into it. And if you say your salary that, let's say that right now, before your salary used to have a reduction of maybe $3, and now suddenly it gone up with $7. Something wrong. Because some of the employer and want to say, well, man, I have to pay more. Because I know the employer usually pay more, so make I just take more from this person. Because some people don't realize, right? And so if you see that,
if you're working 7 days on a weekly basis, and it's 7 days per week,
at 8 hours, you work 7.
So if you do
that 56 hours.
50. If you do, what did I do just now? Yes, it's 28 days for 4 weeks. Okay, that 28 days times 12. Just let's say 28 times 12. That would be 336. Watch what I'm doing.
Yep.
Then that means that if, going back to what you were saying, the difference, because I quickly acted on it. But how many days in a year?
365.
365. So if I would take away 365, that means it's 29 days that there's a difference of if you get paid by week or
it's
if you
almost
get paid
a month.
by month. Very simple. So please, it's not Social Security. It is the way they do their calculation.
Yeah, so just watch how it go, and you don't have nothing to worry about. You could ask your employer if you want, but if they don't want to pay attention to you, just go to Social Security and ask questions. You know they complain, right? You know they complain. You just try to see what happen. So make we close that for right now. Emmanuel, also this case with Mr. Budna, you know that he's a Belizean, and he was detained sometime last week, and he was released. They said they don't have nothing.
Well,
for the
that's
man.
what I figured yesterday. I told you what was my words. He doesn't have a charge here in Belize.
Yeah.
So how you will incarcerate that person if he has no charge? I mean, really, how can you do that? And we have no extradition treaty with Guatemala. If he has committed any crime, it's someplace else, not here. And our constitution says that we will incarcerate people who commit crimes here in Belize, not someplace else, unless it is an exchange.
Yeah, we go by the law of the land.
That's exactly
And
right.
that's what
I beg your pardon.
That's what protects us, and that is what is protecting him, the law of the land. So, if he does something over Guatemala, well, then Belize don't have
It
has
has
nothing to do with that. You know?
Absolutely nothing.
But in his interview, the man said that he looked for change. He's looking for a change and reform his life.
But he showed us on TV the scars on his head, 28 stitches. He says he was beat up real bad. Obviously, he's trying to justify his decision to run away, to escape from the prison for the second time. So he knows what he's doing. He's a big man.
Yep.
Well, I mean, he's a free man in Belize. He has nothing. I think the officer said something about he has a pending charge in San Ignacio or something like that. But and they were looking that up. But if it was something that was serious, they could have looked it up, and they could have charged him right there and then. But apparently it was nothing big. So don't tell me now that you'll pick up the man for something. I don't know if that is going to materialize any at all.
Yeah, well, what happened is sometimes I hear people used to say way back, but I don't know if that's so. They say one time you have one case and you go away from the country after 5 years or 4 years or something, that is wiped out. I don't know if that's so, but I hear some people comment on that as well after a certain amount of years that is wiped out.
I don't know exactly how many years, but I believe that there is some truth. There is truth in that. Yes. But what I want to know, lo que yo quiero saber es cómo es de que no se ha encontrado a nadie o sé que han tenido no arrestos, pero han tenido personas bajo sospecha por la policía, pero todavía no se ha descubierto nada oficialmente para poder multar, o no multar, para poder llevar a una persona a la corte y decirle, tú eres el culpable de la muerte de la chica de 23 años. ¿Cómo se llama la chica?
Yanira.
Mike, ¿cómo se llama?
Novelo.
¿Quién han encontrado a alguien culpable de esta muerte?
Ya pasó una semana.
Ya pasó una semana. Y no me digas que están esperando que se vaya al olvido. En realidad, tenemos que seguir presionando. Haciendo preguntas. Bueno, ¿y qué pasó? Porque típicamente, ¿qué sucede? Que se pagan los documentos en una gaveta, tenemos que olvidarlo, y luego un rato nos captura el interés otro incidente, olvidamos el anterior, y ya pobre Yanira Novelo se quedó en oblivio.
Yeah, maybe it goes back to like what you said one time, Mr. Martinez. Maybe in the investigators, they have so many things to do and they have limited amount. So when one case happen or next one happen, they jump on that.
It should not be like that.
Yeah. Hello, good morning, SugarCity Morning Show.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
We're talking about Mr. Budna. He's like a common criminal running from the justice. And justice needs to be served somewhere or the other. He has been a criminal here in Belize too. Right?
Yes, sir.
Why don't we talk about the white collar criminals that we have in Belize? I called earlier this week and mentioned about the passport scandal we have in Belize. It's been 3 years now, and we haven't heard anything about this. These are white-collar criminals that are selling out our patrimony.
He's referring to the Citizen
These are the people
Kim.
we need to talk about. These are the people we need to bring forth to justice.
Was it there?
Mr. Budman is just a common criminal, and he needs to pay for his crime. Also, these white-collar criminals need to pay for their due. They due our country. They were selling out our passport. You know, so don't give Mr. Budman this publicity he's getting in the media. We need to publicize the criminals we have in our country. Those people that were in the passport scandal. Those people that sold out our passport to Citizen Kim. These criminals that sold out the passport to this cartel man in Mexico. These are the people we need to be talking about, not about Mr. Buddha. He's just a common criminal. Thank you very much.
Yeah. They never had an inquiry on his passport thing?
Of course there was an inquiry. But then again, we still have not heard. Well, I know that there was a report from the Senate, no?
Yes.
But then again, we don't know anything about what happened there. If that was, if the Prime Minister has received the report from the Senate, and secondly, if you say we like forget things,
yeah,
and we like to pretend that certain things don't exist,
like pretend that everything is all right.
But that report coming from the passport scandal, I wonder what's going on. I wonder what's going on with that report.
It's still hanging there?
Yes. So, maybe we can make a couple of calls during the break and find out a little bit more about that report that is supposed to be handled, because it's the Prime Minister who commissioned the report and the study, and with the Senate, well, they were supposed to have delved into it, but I don't know if there has been a report yet that is forthcoming. I don't know. Maybe it has, maybe it hasn't. I just don't know. But it would be remiss of me to say anything in that regard, because I just don't know.
This passport thing that the CM what I had when we bring up some ministers, and so the one with Aldo Salazar, the Senate.
Exactly.
That's the same thing?
Well, you also had a one with Penner, but Penner has gone through the legal system.
Yeah.
That has gone through the legal system.
Yeah. But then when you look on it also, Mr. Martinez, like the caller mentioned, and I mentioned it earlier at a previous call, that this man supposedly, this Citizen Kim, when I talk about, I don't know how he become a citizen, but that what I refer to him as, that him in a jail some place out here now, he get a passport. And just like this Mexican get a passport, so it make you wonder, who else not got a passport out there?
Remember that we didn't see any passport. These are allegations that the man had a Belize passport.
Which one, the Mexican?
Not the Mexican, the man who was killed in Mexico, in Chetumal.
Yeah.
Allegations is that there were three passports he had. But my question is, why we know, since it's passport is government property, why they not pull it back and find out when it was given to him, by whom, and etc., etc. So, again, that's a good question.
Yeah. The one with this Kim, when we talk about Citizen Kim, wasn't it said one time in inquiries that the passport was supposed to be handed over to the embassy?
But just quickly, before we go in, there was a program, and it was designed by one of the political parties. I'm not sure. I think it was done by the PUP, where you could have bought your citizenship.
But it's economic citizenship.
Economic citizenship. So, at the end of the day, is the caller referring to those as well? that were legitimately sold through the economic citizenship program, because I can tell you that a huge amount of people bought, criminals and all, bought citizenship from Belize way back then.
But that are not supposed to be like, when it's economic citizenship, it's not supposed to be like people who are coming to your country to conduct business.
No, they want to buy, if they say they want to buy citizenship, in other words, you got $1 million, you say, tell you what, I want to buy Belizean citizenship, I can pay for it.
Oh, that's not as easy as that?
Easy as that.
Wow.
If I know of certain people who have made a lot of money in the States and they're not citizens, and just so that the money does not come out of the country, the U.S. tells them, I can grant you citizenship if you can buy your citizenship if you decide to, I want you to stay here. In other words, I don't want the money to leave.
Yeah, so like if you go to States and you win one of them big lotto where they out there?
They would even consider giving you citizenship.
Oh, okay.
In other words, buying your citizenship for $1 million, pay me $1 million or whatever. I'm not telling you $1 million. I'm telling you it could be an amount, a big amount to say, tell you what, I'm giving you this, but I can give you your citizenship. The money stays.
Yeah.
The money stays in the USA. But I mean, go ahead.
You and the money stay?
You and the money stay.
Legally?
Legally.
Yeah. Well, I don't really know how that economic citizenship may work. I may feel like that's persons that come into the country doing investments.
No. So we have to be very careful with how we say selling our patronage. Yes, because it could be both. I'm not condoning what some people did and try to, and from both parties, UDP and PUP, because it was, I mean, the immigration department was, my God, I didn't have the word for it. But anyway, you know what I mean. If there was any deal to be made, that was where it was made.
And right now, Emmanuel, it's tough to make somebody get a Belize passport now, you know.
So we're still wondering how the hell that man from Chutomal get a passport.
It's tough for you get a passport now because it goes now by appointment. You have to get an appointment, and let's say you apply today, maybe your appointment will be must say 2 months right now or 3 months, depends on how much people are ahead of you. And then there is the emergency one as well. If you need an emergency one, there is a special fee that you pay. I think it's like $250 and get on a 24-hour service now. But then if you apply,
I know that under the current immigration director, Ms. Diana, who's that name, Ms. Diana? Yes. I mean, she has put in so many controls into the system. It's not funny. So we also have to look at that aspect of what has been put in place to reduce that.
But as it is right now, we as Belizeans cannot apply for a passport here in Orange Walk. Hello, good morning, SugarCity MorningShow.
Good morning.
Morning, sir.
My question was, why don't we investigate the passport scandal? May it be PUP, may it be UDP. The thing is, we need to investigate the selling of our passport, right? I don't care what political party it is, right? As a Belizean patriot, I'm asking to do that. You have this gentleman right now in jail, Mr. Mason, right? He has a Belizean passport, he has a birth certificate for someone who was born in Cookie Tree.
You know, Bande?
Come on! Mason is in jail right now for presumably beheading Pastor Louis Lucas, right? But he has a Belizean passport, a Belizean birth certificate. These are the things we need to investigate, right?
Yeah,
These are things to investigate. I care less if it was the PUP or the UDP, right? But the government in power right now need to do it. And it's the PUP government. They need to do it. Don't let us wait till the PUP gets into power to follow this up. It is the government in power now that needs to do it. May it be PUP, may it be UDP that sold our passport. We need to investigate this problem. That's what I'm saying. I'm not basing on political parties. I'm basing on the situation that is in our doormat right now. That's what we need to do, right?
Yes,
Maybe PUP, maybe UDP. If it was economic citizenship that they were upon or what? We need to investigate what really happened, right? Like you mentioned a while ago, if your passport is expired, you have to wait 3 months to get it. Yeah. And they give you trouble to get it. You need to go and get all kind of papers. Yeah. And these criminals are getting it from political people right off the desk. Bam, there we go. This is what we need to be investigating. Yep. Right? I'll mention again, may it be PUP, may it be UDP. But the people in power right now are the UDPs and they need to investigate it. Period, comma, punctuation mark.
Thank you very much.
Sir. Thank you, sir. Yeah, but like
you mentioned a point that these days is very difficult. They have so many controls.
Yeah, but why am I
so there has to be that it's not recent that it happened since Ms. Locke is the immigration up.
They have so much loopholes, but then I wonder if they still have people who get it so easy like they used to get it before. Because right there at Orange Walk, some months ago, you can't apply for a passport right there at Orange Walk because they don't have the machines there. You have to go to Corozal if you want to apply or go to Belmopan.
Why?
And we are Belizeans.
Why?
I don't know why. I don't know why. Like this Carla Benchambo Mason, he no ban la cookie tree. We not got nobody such as that cookie tree. The only Mason when they know that Mason worker. They got a lot of them there. So I don't know him and say what? They got a lot of them people that Mason is me that cookie tree. You understand? You know a Mason, right?
Cement worker.
Yeah, right, good. There got a lot of them guys there. But Emmanuel, like I say, right here in Orange Walk, you can't apply for a passport. We have immigration.
Immigration, when you go out with passport office here, I mean, Orange Walk, you can't apply for one. And I gather that it takes you up to 6 months if you apply for one to be able to receive your passport.
You have to go to Corozal, go apply. Then for Corozal, have to send it to Belmopan. I remember Belmopan service the entire country and they have appointments every day. I think 20 or 30 persons every day.
Service the entire country? What do you mean?
By issuing passports.
Corozal issues passports?
No, Belmopan. So Corozal has to send it up to Belmopan. And then they go through the process.
My point is, I don't care about what Corozal does. My question is, how is it that Orange Walk, you can't apply for a passport here in Orange Walk?
Maybe we'll have to go in and ask the officer in charge, why is it that you cannot apply for a passport here? I understand they don't have the equipment here.
Which equipment?
Some kind of, you see the passport work through one digital system, no, you know. They have a way how to take your pictures. It's not like before.
What equipment does Corozal have that we don't have?
The equipment that Corozal have, we don't have the equipment for process the application of a passport.
What is there to process an application? I don't know.
We're going to find out. Maybe we'll go up and break our make some call.
Let's do that. I will be right back after these messages.
Every friendly competition has a winner and a loser, a runner-up, a second best, someone that just doesn't have what it takes. Our friends know this feeling all too well. Since Digi introduced their new prepaid data plans, Digi fans have been happier than ever. While the other guys, their plans just can't even compare. Digi's new plans have the best value for your dollar. That's more data for less money, with even more options. So keep being a winner and keep living your best life with Digi.
I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller.
Need an escape from your daily schedule? Why not become a tourist in your own country? Discover Western Belize. Transport back in time and be awed by the reminiscences of the Mayan civilization. Be adventurous or spend a day with family and friends enjoying the serenity of the Macau River. Sample a kaya staple or pick up some fresh produce to make your own delicacy. Come visit us in Western Belize. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
Assalamualaikum. Yes, someone coming. Let's go. Sa.
But who no?
Fastest question of the day. Why you the letter here?
Who's me the letter?
That sign right there. You can't read?
Well, make I tell you something. In this here community, everybody dump here, so me just dump my garbage right here.
So if somebody jump off a bridge, you that do it too?
No, man, no.
You never know that littering is an environmental crime and Department of the Environment can charge you for that?
Why is that a crime?
Because you pollute the same environment you live in, dirtying the same land and water you use. You don't even know that you dumping garbage can make you and your family sick by attracting disease-carrying pests, and the Department of the Environment just to try help we take care of the we environment?
So all of that? Well, know that you put it that way.
Thanks for your 5 cents, brother. That's 5 cents question of the day.
This message is brought to you by the Department of the Environment.
On Wednesday, May 8th, Belizeans soundly decided to take the unfounded Guatemalan claim to the International Court of Justice, the ICJ. According to the special agreement, this is what happens next. 1. By June 8, 2019, the government of Belize will submit the 2008 special agreement to the ICJ. Guatemala has already done so since their referendum was held in 2018. This will give the ICJ official authority to hear the dispute and to deliver a final binding result. The ICJ will then prepare a notice of when the trial will commence. 2. Next, Guatemala will have up to 1 year, that's 12 months, to submit their case to the ICJ. 3. Belize will then have up to 1 year, that's 12 months, to respond to Guatemala's submission. 4. From there, Guatemala will be given up to 6 months to reply to our arguments, and 5. Belize will then have up to 6 months thereafter to reply to Guatemala's response. 6. After the period of written arguments ends, the ICJ may allow additional pleadings, including oral arguments, and would set deadlines for those. 7. Once the timeline for arguments has ended, the ICJ will deliberate and make a ruling in accordance with the instructions and authorities granted to them by Belize and Guatemala, as per the 2008 special agreement. 8. After the ICJ's ruling is delivered, Belize and Guatemala will have 3 months to establish a joint commission to physically demarcate the boundaries between the two countries in accordance with the ICJ's ruling. The entire process will take no less than 4 years and can be as many as 6 years. This ICJ process will bring a final end to this long-standing Belize-Guatemala dispute. Belize and Guatemala will be able to put old divisions and antagonisms behind us and ensure that peace, development, and cooperation prevail.
Everybody wants a clean and healthy family. That's why they purchase the best food products and the cleansing materials. This time, we give you a bigger size of La Costeña products like the mouth-watering fried beans and the pasta sauce. And surely for your clean laundry, we have the breathtaking aroma of Ensueño Max Suavitel. Even your visitors will ask what you clean your floors and restrooms with. And you can boast it is the variety of Pinol products and Sultan muriatic acid now in 900 milliliters. And much more for the best prices only at German Vega and Sons Imports. We serve you at number 5 San Antonio Road, Orange Walk Town. You can even call us at 322-3625 or 322-2672. Or you can even send us a fax at 322-2571 or email us at germanvega@btl.net. German Vega and Sons Limited, because we care for you.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. Las 7:56, 4 minutes before 8 o'clock. Just before we went on the break, we were talking about the criminal situation, but then we realized, hey, it's been a while we don't talk to Delvi yet.
Yeah.
So let's get through to Delvi, let her inspire us, and then we continue with the program. How does that sound?
Yeah, because we need some inspiration to continue as well. Every day we need that. Hey, good morning. Is this Delvi?
Yes, buenos dias.
Buenos dias.
Yeah. Good. It's good to have you back.
It's good to be back, Mr. Checky.
What
It's
is it?
always good to be back.
You never gone nowhere. So where the right there? There, Miss Betty.
Aye, Mr. Checky, it's far away
this man.
Pick your mind.
No man, this man want to leave meat pie or leave tart or something, but you know they're right there. What's the weather like in San Pedro?
Well, not in San Pedro, actually. In Connecticut, it's warm.
What? You look like you're there far, man.
Connecticut, a rich people place, you know.
That a foreign, is it?
No, only rich people live in Connecticut.
Oh my gosh.
Well, good morning, Anna.
So,
Happy holidays, girl.
thank you, Mr. Checky.
And I know that it's wonderful in Connecticut at this time.
Oh, yes.
It is wonderful, especially if you are by the beach. Oh, man. What's about Connecticut?
Yeah, so the bad weather from Barry never reached there, no, Joe. The lot of rain as well.
I don't think I'm not sure if I was here when that.
No. That's the way down south of Arkansas.
Well,
Missouri.
So how are you? You're asking about me. How are you guys doing this morning?
You call it Sosa? Not too good. Huh?
Only Sosa?
Yes, not too good, not too bad. I don't like to tell you, oh, que me duele aquí, que me duele acá, que me duele ahí. That's not me. I have sufficient, what is it? Faith is not the word, but maybe, yes, to tell you that me puede estar llevando, ya sabes qué, pero no voy a decir nada así. ¿Cómo estás? Voy a darte una cara bonita y decirte que estoy bien.
Yeah.
Maybe that's being untruthful, but then again I say, why even if anyway I were to begin to share my problems with people, most people don't care. They have their own problems.
Yeah, true.
And secondly, even if they were to care, they still can't help me. So it's just a waste of time.
Yeah. Yep. Well, I don't know if you say you're alright because you see I buy a WD-40 the other day. I don't know if you think I'm make you loosen up the screws, but I got a screw right there when I need to deal with some.
Why? Because it's off of me like that.
Well,
Oh my gosh.
yeah. Well,
I'm just kidding.
It's good to hear from you, Delvi, and I hope that you will, enjoy your holiday with blessings. It's good that, you take quality time out for make things happen and ease up from all these things here in Belize and cool out. Everybody don't have the privilege to do that. So if you have the privilege, man, go do it and enjoy it, right, Pa?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, a lot of things happen in Belize, so not only us, but I believe the nation needs some inspiration.
Sure. All right. This one I have is entitled Roller Coaster Ride. Roller Coaster Ride. It goes. How well are you seated when the roller coaster spins around? Do you stop to take another ride? Do you stay on the ground? Do you sit and scream while it's moving? Do you just pass the time until it stops? Do you bring up all that you've eaten? Do you sit thinking that from the coaster you might drop? We each ride a roller coaster, and to each there is an end. To define the experience of the ride is for one individually to comprehend. Whether we get excited, scared, nauseous, or fatigued, at the end of this life, there is one destination, whether we were upset or whether we were intrigued. When the gears of life change, do we change along? Do we try to distract ourselves and cover up by listening to music or maybe singing songs? But God never changes, even when the roller coaster is at high speed. To define the experience of the ride is up to each of us indeed.
You see a roller coaster and just for wait till they got to a big event and jump into a roller coaster and start to go wrong, you know. There's much more behind it.
Life has its ups and its downs like a roller coaster ride. But never mind if you're up there or down there, God's love is still there with you. Never mind if you are in the down in the doldrums or up in the laps of luxury. God loves you pretty much the same.
You're somewhere out there.
Yes. So, well, I just want to congratulate you and to tell you I wish you all the best wherever you are. It's good. I imagine that it's good for you to be able to go away and to just clear up your mind and sit by a place and there's nothing better than just sitting someplace by the beach and not having anything in your mind. Not a thing. In other words, you just blank it out and you go like, thank God I'm alive.
Yeah.
And this is beautiful. There's nothing better than that. Worry about school and worry about what is one will wear, if what is one, where you eat and this, and si te va a hacer mala cosa, si no te hizo mala cosa, whatever. Just blank out your mind to all of these things and,
Yep. Well, thank you again, Delve, and enjoy your holidays.
Thank you, Mr. Checking.
Yeah, sure.
All the best to you, babes.
Yeah. Before we continue the discussion, Mr. Martinez, we got a couple messages here that we would like to share with our viewers this morning. Somebody say, morning show, off the record. He said, are you guys aware that this is the worst that the party has ever done in Orange Walk? He said, we lack a district leader. We are not organized. Seems that we can put up a fight in the south. We are trailing by almost 1,000 votes. Lupe is not a fighter. Food for thought. I never know that way they may going, but I don't start it, so had to finish it off, no? And this next one is seen here. Good morning. This one of the criminalized things I feel like we don't really need for call me when then they come over. But someone says checks what the employer pays is for social security packets, not for the employees. And there's one in español también, Mr. Martinez. Uno.
Esos niños que quedan sufriendo por la gente que la policía manda inocente a la cárcel. Esa salación cae sobre la policía, está escrito. Bueno, esos niños que quedan sufriendo por la gente que la policía manda inocente. Ay, yo no sé, ahí estás generalizando. Yo no sé si la policía manda a la gente a la cárcel. El juez lo manda a la cárcel. Y si son inocentes, pues no deben de saliendo de la cárcel. Pero la que la policía manda a la cárcel inocente, pues si es inocente, pues ¿por qué está yendo a la cárcel? No entiendo. Quizás está en remand.
Maybe. But then another police remand you.
Actually, that's not the police, it's the judge. Así que lo que te quiero pedir es que no entiendo tu punto. Bueno, sí entiendo el punto que quieres hacer. De que si es que Chequi, yo soy su hermano de Chequi lo mandan a la cárcel por algo. Y yo digo, no, Chequi es inocente. Quizás sea culpable, pero yo tengo que cuidar de sus hijos de él. ¿Ok? Entonces, está en la cárcel por muchos años, años, porque muchas veces estás en remand por 3, 4 años.
Yeah, then como not guilty.
Ajá, exactamente. Pero lo que te quiero decir es de que Chequi no me dejó dinero para que yo cuide a sus hijos, mantenga a sus hijos. Así que yo tengo que buscar de dónde sacar para mantener a sus hijos. ¿Ya me entiendes?
Yeah, true.
Y es una situación verdaderamente difícil. Es real. ¿Qué haces? ¿Qué haces? ¿Qué haces? Yo no sé qué haces.
Yeah. I hear a word yesterday that I had to think back and say exactly what this word meant. Eliminate. I heard a case about an attorney. They have some speculations against an attorney. The cast that I heard was saying that there was a telephone conversation that was leaked, and this attorney was saying something that about eliminate witness. When I first heard it, I think he said, okay, you have to eliminate that one from the case and make that one not testify. That is irrelevant. What he said is not.
You figure eliminate that just take out the one from the evidence and put in somebody else.
Yeah, that's the one.
Eliminate means kill you.
Well, I may look on it different, but afterwards when I start to analyze why do I eliminate somebody, make it go to court and testify, and if the judge or the prosecutor decide to eliminate that, tell you are eliminated from this case, but you look like you got bigger than that. Mm-hmm. So sometimes you wonder why when some big case go up and then some people say, I know they appear at the court, I know go in the court, I know attack. But
hey, I left with my mouth open when I watched the news yesterday, and I go like, my God. Un abogado pidiéndole que a un no sé quién, pidiendo que eliminar, matar a una persona, porque esa persona es testigo de algo que le pudiera causar fuertes daños al abogado. Tanto así que lo pudieran hasta descalificar de su posición como abogado y que obviamente le causaría mucho daño. ¿Ok? Tú sabes que es que te quiten tu habilidad de poder practicar ley o medicina, como sea. En el caso de estudiar, tu inversión de $250,000 y eso es tu futuro. Pero de repente alguien ahí fuera sabe algo que hiciste que está contra de la ley y que esta persona puede ir a testiguar, a decir, ¿ves a él? Él hizo tal y tal y tal y tal y tal cosa. Así que lo que quieres hacer es, lo primero que te viene es, no puedes lidiar con la realidad. No sabes lidiar con la realidad. No sabes qué hacer. Vives tu vida no en miedo, pero en pavor que esa persona vaya a hablar. Así que lo más fácil es mandar a eliminarte, a matarte. ¿Por cuánto dinero? 500 primero, luego 500, luego 800.
Yeah.
Además, le iba a hacer un favor a la persona, un caso legal, le iba a atender. Así que la cosa es de que se supone, dice las noticias, de que tiene grabaciones.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. No sé si la corte permite usar esas grabaciones, no lo sé.
But the police can hear it.
Yes. Yeah, but it's...
If you know when the court,
If it's no consequence, we can't use the court.
Yeah, that's true. But you hear that some months back or some times back, Mr. Martinez, that some people, like one time, they kill someone by the Belize, or some people get missing and say, I don't know, because he is supposed to go testify in one case. He may know, or he may a witness to a case, and someone they just kill her. I don't know if that they kill her for something different.
Well, the person who I was referring to is supposedly the person who was meant to be killed was was exactly that. In other words, that person could have, if that person would have been open and out, the career of the supposedly the career of the
accused
of the denier would go to the drains. In other words, he could easily be disbarred. So that means that it is something serious.
Yeah.
Because you don't get disbarred for nothing.
So this person was a prime suspect into a case. And they say, well, eliminate that person. Well, the attorney went to court yesterday, and he's on a bail of $10,000.
Mm-hmm.
$10,000.
And yes, $10,000. So, hey, his case is coming up. His case is coming up very shortly. Pero aquí queremos saber y queremos hacer las preguntas. ¿Qué pasó con el caso de Yanira Novelo? ¿Qué pasó? No se ha escuchado nada. No, ¿qué pasó con el caso del chavito el basquetbolista?
Dwayne.
Dwayne, ¿qué pasó?
Bueno, he had nothing else about that.
Exacto.
Se
lo queda el olvido. Pero tenemos que recordar a la policía qué pasó ahí.
The thing is that you hear some of the reports there that one time this girl was missing, that when the report went into the police, that we understand that the families got on horses from San Pablo and went into the bushes to try to find this girl. But we understand that sometimes they say a missing person report is not a missing person until after a certain amount of hours.
Yes.
But then these days you cannot take these things for granted, but those are the antiquated laws that are there. So there's some way that police can act on it, because sometimes they got some picnic where runway or so.
That's exactly right.
Right? And then there are people gone. I was made to understand that some of the persons that went on the search were the ones that discovered the body. I'm not sure if that's so.
But there's an interesting side, and I think that I heard it on Facebook. I saw it on Facebook. That is it possible that from the evening that they found the young boy, the 4-year-old, that from then they found his mother the following day.
Yeah, and in the era where he was found,
they claimed that if they would have searched for his mother right then and then,
maybe they would have found
her alive.
Yeah, because the person that took the little boy to the police station, obviously have to give a statement and tell them what location this little boy was. So they should act on that, because his mother is missing.
Well, I gather that the little boy was hinting that his mother, he knew where his mother was.
Yeah, well, he have to. And even if he never made a hint then because sick of the trauma, but then the person will find this little boy, that was a good lead for them to, hey, make we go comb this area. Let's go and comb this area and see if we could find not only Yanira, but if we could find the suspects, the persons if we can find some leads, maybe we'll find one handkerchief, maybe we'll find one knife, maybe we'll find one bicycle, maybe we'll find one car.
I don't know how true it is, but dicen ciertas personas de que el niño estaba hablando acerca de dónde pudiera estar su mamá esa tarde, esa noche, atardecer, cuando lo encontraron. Y no se le dio seguimiento a esto hasta el siguiente día, cuando encontraron a la mamá muerta en el canal.
Maybe she was all night there groaning and suffering.
Maybe.
Too weak to move.
Maybe.
Yeah. Or maybe she was killed already.
Maybe she was already dead.
Yeah.
No sabemos.
I look at this scenario, Mr. Martinez, and figure that I think it's one person. Because, and I feel like that's somebody where this deceased person knew. Because if he never know her, y me hace, pues, era 3 negros. Me asaltaron, llevó mi dinero y todo. But then, if you don't a kind of confrontation with somebody and get out of hand, and you know that person, And that you don't hurt that girl a lot. That person, by eliminating this girl, then you know there is no evidence on him. But if that's somebody whenever know her, and I rob them or robber, and somebody where she don't know the robber, and they left her there and they gone, because there is no witness, you just say pues era tres personas. So that's what I believe. I believe that somebody is somebody that she knew. But then on the struggling, I believe that maybe they may try. If it was more than one person, I figure they may hold back the lead. Why? But maybe she got into the struggle with this one person that I am assuming that was one person, and then he must tell his son, run, correct. Mm-hmm. And that one person got into the struggle with her, and by the time maybe he must panic up and he must forget that he had to.
Why did the young boy say que su mamá fue llevado por unos hombres malos?
Yeah. The next thing, he could be traumatized as well. Good morning. How the police going to find the mother of the child if they're afraid more than me and you together? If when you call them and show up until the next day or never show
Ay,
up.
no puedo me digas eso. No es cierto. No es cierto eso.
I think it's
you're joking, right? Because
no man, this person was supposed to serious, man. I believe that they took it on the protocol way or whatever. They have the police till after 72 hours, or I don't know if that's 72 or 48 hours that they not take a missing person. But this was not just a missing person, Emmanuel. The little boy was hurt.
And if he's telling you that his mother has been taken, then that's already.
Yeah, that's already a confirmation. That's a confirmation right there.
And that something has gone bad, something has gone wrong.
So why don't
that he's not with his mother? What is a 4-year-old doing out by roadside by himself?
In a bush.
In bush. Even there with his mom. Where is his mother? Look for him. Look for her.
Yeah.
Look for her. So that was part of the problem right there. Apparently, the police did not put on a search.
Yeah. Prompt response wasn't there.
From the moment that young boy was there.
And then maybe like if they may gone promptly, Emmanuel, maybe they may have find some other evidence. Then maybe they find the man that come out from the area.
Maybe all of that.
Or the persons.
All of that.
But that never happened. That what? Until the following day, that like what? 12 hours, 12, 14 hours after. And like you say, maybe the girl never dead from what they may do right away, but they stay there and suffer. But maybe if they gone there, maybe they couldn't bring them back.
Todo es posible. Todo es posible.
But like you are asking the question, what's going on with the investigation?
What's going on? What? If the young boy, if tiene 4 años, porque todavía es nene, ponte a pensar, lo recobraste ahí en el área, sí. Pero no estaba solo, no llegó ahí solo, estaba con la mamá. Si le preguntas dónde está la mamá, lo llevaron a los hombres malos. ¿Por qué no lanzaste una investigación a ese momento? A ver si por el área encuentras a alguien o algo. ¿Por qué no sucede? Quizás se hizo, no lo sé. Pero de lo que yo sé, no hasta el siguiente día encontraron a la señora, a Yanira Novelo. ¿No así es?
Yeah. And this person sent back a next text. He said, my dad was killed in an accident 5 years ago. And anytime I go to the police station or I call, they say they're not sure if it's in files, already, or they're not sure who in charge. They got me the call all over the place.
Mike, I wouldn't want to be in that situation. Te voy a ser franco, te voy a ser honesto, que la ineptitud dentro de la policía es fuerte. Vamos a ver esta llamada.
Hello, good morning, SugarCity MorningShow.
Yes.
Muy buenos días.
¿Usted no cree que no pueden buscar quién lo hizo porque a lo mejor los mismos policías tienen que ver?
¿Crees tú?
Sí.
¿Por qué crees eso?
porque ahí explica la razón que por qué no se movieron rápido.
Pero si lo comparas con otros casos, nunca se mueven rápido los hijos de su mamá. Nunca se mueven rápido.
Yo pienso que ahí tiene que ver algo bastante policía.
Yo simplemente hago una pregunta, señora. Si encuentras a un niño de 4 años en una carretera, solo, y que te dice que a su mamá lo llevaron unos hombres malos, ¿no te vas a poner a buscar, a dar atención a eso, lo que dijo el niño, y poner un equipo a buscar a la mamá? Y no esperar hasta el siguiente día. ¿No crees tú?
No sé cómo ustedes lo tomen, pero así yo lo veo.
¿Tú crees que la policía está envuelto?
Tenían toda la evidencia ahí para que digan, pues vamos a buscar, y no se movieron.
Ese es el punto.
Pero no porque no se movieron quiere decir que son culpables. También es nada más parte de la ineptitud que encuentras en el Police Department. Pero ojalá y no sea como tú lo dices, porque si la policía está envuelta, entonces ¿a quién confiamos?
Sí.
¿A quién confiamos? Pues gracias por su comentario, señora.
Yeah, so she believed that the police are doing some cover-up.
Or involved. It might be, I don't know. Remember, you can never discount discard a possibility.
Yeah. Let's go back to some more text messages here, Mr. Martinez. And we go here, we have 4 of them. He said, I'm not joking. When them bounced down my the police we check and measure the scene, then show up like 3 o'clock the evening, and the accident happened like 7 o'clock in the morning.
What?
7 o'clock in the morning, and then still want to ask why we move my pa from there. My pa is still living, so why wait until then come and see my pa dead?
Buena pregunta. ¿Qué haces cuando atropellan a alguien y está vivo todavía? Y tú lo ves. Te dice la policía, no lo muevas, no lo muevas, no lo muevas. Está vivo. Quizás esté inconsciente, pero está vivo. La pregunta es, si lo dejas ahí, va a morir. Yeah. Se puede ahogar en su propia sangre. Pero si lo levantas y lo mandas a la policía, al hospital, le estás dando una oportunidad de poder vivir.
Yep.
Pero muchas veces los mensos de policía te hacen la pregunta, ¿y por qué lo moviste? Pues porque mi papá.
Even if he was dead already.
Exacto.
Right? For so long for the deficit.
Yo no quiero ver que se muera. ¿Tú lo dejarías ahí? ¿Tú lo dejarías ahí? Buena pregunta.
Hello, good morning, SugarCity MorningShow.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Yes, sir.
Let's face the fact. Inefficiency of the police force is plainly to be seen. We had the case with Mr. Ramon Cervantes for the past, 5 years, 4 years?
Yeah, 5 years. 5 years.
5 years ago. They found this gentleman with the handcuffs of a police officer.
That's right.
Right. What happened? No investigation was done. How can a police officer claim to loss his handcuffs or to loan it to someone? Where his investigation is?
Yeah.
You know, where it is. So the inefficiency of the police force is plainly to be seen. You cannot hide the inefficiency of the police force.
Yeah.
You know, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, this police officer is still in the force.
Yeah, he was charged $200.
What?
He's still in the force, and he is involved in a murder, or at least his equipment is involved in a murder. Right. So he's supposed to be thoroughly investigated.
Yeah, he's supposed to be a suspect as well.
Exactly.
You know, Mr. Cervantes went missing on a Monday. He wasn't found until Sunday morning.
Well, there you go. There you go. This is the police force is very, very inefficient, right? I know the Commander Chester Williams is trying his best to get things done, but he's just one person. These police officers are not committed. You can see other parts of the world how police officers are committed. I mean, these police officers, they're not even fit. Look at the size of body they have. The amount of guts they have in front of themselves. They need to do something about it. It's a very inefficient police force. Thank you very much.
This caller said, I personally believe that the crime was committed by a person that was very close to her. Tenemos más, he said, that is true, the police take too long to respond. Tenemos más aquí, Mr. Martinez. He said the cops are like the rainbow. They come out after the rain. That's not a joke, right? It sounds like a joke, but it's not a joke. It's just the way people put it, Mr. Martinez. But it tied for true because that handcuff that was found on Mr. Cervantes.
How was that ever explained?
Boy, I think it was explained that the police officer said, quote unquote, that somebody was doing a project at school or some career day
please.
And they wanted to dress like a police or something.
Oh, please.
I understand. I was stand to be corrected that he was charged something like $200 at the court, and he was transferred somewhere to Belmopan or something like that. But once in charges because you're guilty of something.
Oh, please. Oh, please. Es que estas cosas me dejan a mí tonto.
Yeah. Otro mensaje. He said, why you think a lot of people join the police force because they get always with lots of crooked stuff they do and money they collect from you. You all know where they say. Next one.
Go ahead.
Yeah. I personally believe that if the police has responded and spoke to the person well that took the little boy to the police station and immediately go back to the area with the same person that took the little boy, they would probably found her alive, or maybe the suspect would be in the area.
That's what I said. Pero eso no sucedió. Pero no quiero cambiar de nota y decir y hacer el resto del show hablando simplemente acerca de la ineptitud. No solo es ineficiencia, es ineptitud del police department.
Yeah.
It's ineptitude. They don't know how to do the job.
Yeah. Well, maybe the training, the physical training and the written tests and so needs to step up to what is happening now with the new intake of the police department.
Well, I don't know to what level it is.
Yeah, but
I would believe that, and you know something, that's why we place special interest in announcing the recruit number 94.
Yep.
We took special interest in it because I believe personally that if we need a good police force, we have to begin with good people in the first place. When I mean good, decent people. All right? Not we can't scrape the bottom of the pot. I'll talk the plano. We can't scrape the bottom of the pot.
No rice bun.
You know what I mean? and scrape up because he come out hasta 95 and look how big. Up here, no tienen nada. Aquí arriba no tienen nada. ¿Ok? Ni siquiera sus nombres saben escribir. Y lo peor es que cuando vas a dar reportes, te hacen un desastre del reporte. te hacen un desastre de report y tú lo tienes que firmar. So, yo no lo firmo, yo me pongo y lo reparo y lo trato de cambiar. Pero, ¿por qué?
Hello, good morning, Sugar City Morning Show. Muy buenos días.
Morning, Checky.
Good morning, my brother.
Morning, Manuel.
Morning, man. What's up, Papa?
I just want to change the theme a little.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, so it's just a comment. The other day I wanted to seek the services of the BTL offices, and generally when I walk into an office, I can see where I need to go. If I want services for phone, I move to service for phone because the office is designed for the customer to understand where to go and what to do. But I was beyond shocked when I walked into the new BTL office, and I didn't know where to go because it was not comprehensive. I saw people with a wrong thing, with a lot of phones front of them, like all looking like salespersons. And I was confused. I wanted an office where I understand where to go and it is defined. But I stood there quite a while until one of the officers told me, "Can I help you, Mr. Mesa?" But you look like a salesman. He had a round table with a lot of phones, you know. And so I went there and I told him, I need the services to do X, Y, and Z. And he told me, "You come to the right place." I said, "Hell no. You look like one salesperson with a round table with a lot of things in front of you." He said, "No." So I told him of my situation, and I made a payment for the service. And at the other counter, I saw the officer pull out the drawer, and because it's a circular table, there's no barrier to let the customer know you're not supposed to be too close to the cash box. So there's no regulation. And aside from that, I went there in the morning and I saw them standing. I went there in the afternoon, all were still standing. And I said, "Come on. I mean, are they to stand all day during the course of the day? One. Two, is there not supposed to be an understanding of where the customer should go? It's not clearly defined." So I don't know who set up the scenario there, but it's not comprehensive. I know look professional. You don't know where to go. Everybody look like one salesperson. Don't they have job definition? Don't they have a chair to sit when you're at a desk? I mean, they look confusing and definitely unethical. So it's none of my business, but for me to go to a professional place like a big company like BTL, I don't understand what to do, where to go. It's not comprehensive, and I'm questioning, is that a normal protocol? Is that a concessionary? Is it a part of the labor to have people stand there and all day and to go into an office and understand where to go? It's not confirmed, it's not defined what to do when you go to the office.
May I interrupt?
Well, especially I am confused.
May I interrupt?
You could throw some light on that.
Yeah, I'd like to interrupt there and tell you that, well, the color's gone. But I questioned before it opened, and I was told that it was a flagship store. In other words, the BTL has secured a design for these flagship stores where there would be 3 or 4 attendants in these circles. Okay?
Yeah.
And then around them, yes, you'd find all the phones, but that each one would come equipped with a computer. And in that computer, a computer was through that computer you'd be able to access just about any and everything.
For anybody.
For anybody. And I go like, So, and then next thing I ask the person is, and don't you get tired? because I realized that
they have 8 hours.
I realized that there was no system in place for them to sit down. And I go like, pero qué tontería es esto? A flagship store with an attendant that cannot sit down for 8 hours? Huh? Just giving personalized service standing up. What if you need to sit down? ¿Cuántas personas actualmente pueden estar parados todo el día? ¿Ah? Uno se cansa. Es completamente diferente cuando andas. Cuando estás caminando, no lo sientes. Pero parados todo el día en un lugar, no. Eso está completamente mal. Así que, pero eso es diseño de ellos.
Yep.
No es como si fuera, si alguien se debe de quejar, son esos muchachos ahí.
Right, so on that note, Mr. Martinez, we'll take our final break of the morning.
We'll take a final break, and we'll be right back. It's 37 minutes after 8.
Motor 5.0, 4 válvulas por cilindro. Todos quisiéramos una. Como que no agarra, ¿no? Siento como que se le pega el... ¿Balancín? Vamos a darte el aceite que te mereces. Vas a correr como rayo, preciosa.
Los que oímos más allá de las revoluciones, hablamos máquina. Roche-France, poniendo el mundo a funcionar.
Agente autorizado German Vega y Sons. Teléfono 322-3625. Roche-France.
The Philip Goldson Highway between Belize City and the Philip Goldson International Airport is getting a major facelift to the tune of $31.5 million. Section B of the highway upgrading project between Haulover Bridge and the Buttonwood Bay Boulevard roundabout is underway at an investment of $21 million. Works consist of the full rehabilitation of the road to paved standard, which includes the widening of the road to 4 lanes, lined sidewalks and drains, wide shoulders, median, and parking plus a bus lane at designated sections of the road. LED road lighting will be installed along with road safety features such as signs, reflectors, and road markings. The project will also facilitate in the improvement of underground infrastructure for the public utility companies. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
You have an 8-cylinder powerful engine disguised as an aluminum alloy that spins at 8,000 revolutions per minute.
Goes like this. You think it's a turbo?
No, with a cleaning of injectors and a change of oil, you will run more efficient, my friend.
For those who understand the engine like it talks to you, we speak machine. Roche-France, making the world function. Authorized agent, German Vega and Sons. Telephone number 322-3625. Email germanvega@btl.net.
Residents of Dangriga now have their very own brand new modernized multi-purpose complex, compliments of the government of Belize. This $3.5 million investment in the cultural capital will host sporting events, cultural events, and shows, and can double as a hurricane shelter. Features include seating for 1,000, a fully FIBA certified wooden court, locker rooms with full bathrooms, a stage and changing rooms backstage, concession stands, office space, and ample parking. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
The San Ignacio-Santa Elena Bypass Project is now complete. The transformation began in 2012, and now residents of the Twin Towns and visitors alike are enjoying the end result. Works include the full pavement of Lamulus Boulevard, along with 2 miles of sidewalks and drainage, LED lighting, and a roundabout at the entrance of Santa Elena. The Twin Towns now boast the longest and widest bridge in Belize, immune to flooding from the occasional rise in water levels of the McCall River. A bypass road was also built linking the new bridge to Joseph Andrews Drive, which was rehabilitated, as well as 1 mile of pavement, a median, and 2 miles of sidewalks and drainage. This was all done to the tune of $34.8 million. But that's not all. The project was extended due to savings from the successful execution and implementation of the initial scope of works. Now over 2 miles of additional roadworks will commence, including George Price Avenue, Liberty Avenue, and the George Price Highway between Three Flags and Hawksworth Bridge. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Boy, I'm late again. What? Done in there yet? More time to sleep then.
Ugh, where'd I put my license? What? More cash? Yes!
Oh my god, that's a huge slice. More for me.
Morning.
Who doesn't love having more of your favorite things?
Start off your morning right.
With Digicel's new prepaid data plans, you get more data to do more of the things you love. That's more chats, more snaps, more surfing, more videos, more everything. So go ahead, live your best life with Digi. Whatever that may be.
Everyone needs a getaway. Why not make it in your own backyard? Learn the history of your old capital. Or venture out on a road trip to experience the village life and be captivated by nature's wildlife, culture, and food. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
Notice the residents of rural communities in Orange Walk and Corozal districts. If you value your health and your children's health, you will dispose of your garbage only at approved sites. The disposal of garbage at any other location is illegal, and if caught, you can be fined up to $5,000. If you don't get caught, you can still suffer health impacts caused by these illegal sites, because illegal dump sites harbor pests such as rodents, possums, and mosquitoes that carry diseases. These can transmit those diseases to you and your children. In addition, the garbage you throw away illegally can contaminate water bodies near your community, the same water bodies you might use for recreation or other purposes. Only with your help can the Department of Environment ensure that Belize's development is safe for present and future generations. You can also contact your local village councils or Belize Solid Waste Management Authority for more information. The Department of Environment thanks you for your help.
The first two phases of the Hummingbird Highway Rehabilitation Project from the Belmopon Roundabout Junction to Saboon Bridge and Alta Vista Bridge to Dangriga Town has already made a remarkable difference for commuters and residents alike. These first two phases are a $16.5 million investment by the government of Belize. Under this project, the highway is being rehabilitated through improvement of the road pavement to create a safer environment for the public. Improvements, especially in the areas that pose a high risk to motorists, include the introduction of paved road shoulders, high visibility line markings, reflective road studs, bus laybys, and other features that will bring the entire road segment in line with internationally recognized standards. Additionally, the replacement of the existing single-lane bridges will reduce road user risks. These improvements will increase economic, tourism, and agricultural opportunities, further encouraging the social development of Belize, particularly in the south. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Everyone needs a getaway. Why not make it in your own backyard? Learn the history of your old capital. Or venture out on a road trip to experience the village life and be captivated by nature's wildlife, culture, and food. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. Bienvenidos de vuelta a este último segmento del Sugar City Morning Show. Son exactamente las 9:13. Reconozco que el tema es que estamos discutiendo nos pide poder ser vocíferos acerca de eso. Siempre estamos agradecidos por la participación. Así que adelante con los messages.
Yeah, somebody say I agree with that caller. I went to BTL last week and I stand up for the entire day. I had to call Human Resources. He said, cheque el chairman saliente fue el viernes a Corozal. Read that for me, pa. I don't know exactly.
El chairman saliente. ¿Chairman de qué?
No sé.
Es que muchas veces prefiero leerlo antemano.
Yeah, okay.
¿Me entiendes?
Yes.
Para poder...
Because it's irrelevant to what we're on, right?
Sí, porque de repente digo algo que no debo de decir y... Wow.
Yeah, somebody say, what happened to the special constable that was caught with a lot of high-power guns and...
When?
Out license. Nothing came out of that because he is a cop. We don't really know about that. Tell us or call us. They say, check so much people in Orange have murdered or disappeared. I do not have all the names. Cervantes, Riverell, Cetina, Payo, Tommy, Fernandez, Pelayo. Some girls, some found hanging. The list goes on.
I can tell you some of them, but why they got killed. But that's another story.
Yeah, but make we hope that with this new intake 94 that things might change up, man.
But a little while ago I was saying that's why we placed so much importance on intake 94, recruit 94, because at the end of the day, we want to see better things coming out of the police department. Yeah. We want to see them better equipped to be able to handle all of these situations. We want the police department to be the shining light in these things. But unfortunately, it's far from being anything like that. Yeah. There are some cases, however, when police are there like at the nick of time. So all you have to do is to say, bravo, you've done a hell of a damn good job.
Right.
But when it comes to detective work, we stink.
Yeah.
We do. We never solve our situation or the crime situation. We never solve it. That's why the criminals are taking a different stand and say, "Bye."
They're up a highway.
Then we don't go back to jail for this. Give a good lie or fight it out. Next, you might be how you call it? Have to pay a little bit of something there because it's a legal situation. Yeah. But invariably, what happens is that over the years, it's just lost. It's just police either lose the file or the witness is dead or something, or they don't put up a good what you call it.
Sometimes somebody witnessed the run away from the country.
Mm-hmm. So I would like to see a change happen within the police department, and I think that this recruit number 94 was the beginning of it. Yeah, I'm hoping that people who really want to make a difference are the ones who are going into the police department. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I will be honest with you. We don't want any more riffraff in the police department. Yeah. Straight up, I tell you.
They need to use their intelligence for some.
Then you need to elevate the requirements.
Yeah, the
be at least a sixth form student.
Yeah, the standards.
Be able to write, and please, with passes in English and in Spanish.
Yeah, talking about writing, Emmanuel, someone then reports where someone write up when they go to court, the magistrate can't understand it. Say, take this thing.
But of course he can't understand it.
Go home. Tell the person go home. This I don't understand this for this there.
They make shit out of the report. Sorry for the bad word. Huh? Let it be, and I'm doing this, saying exactly because I have seen and I have heard people's frustration. Sir, you want me to sign this report without them mistaking that? But you have to write it because no. One time I had to sit down and rewrite the whole thing with the policeman because the way he expressed himself, my God, atrocious.
Yeah.
What do you do? What do you do? Or do you have maybe individuals who all they do is train them to pick up reports? And so they're proficient in English, they're proficient in writing, and they're the ones who are on the front line? A group of them? Like, well, I applaud this bank that was here in Belize, Barclays Bank. You go into the bank as an employee, and you're told, you can be a teller, and you can be a high salaried teller, or you can be a regular teller, but the high paid teller will be there for 5 years or forever, with no chance of moving up.
Oh, okay. So give an option.
Give an option. You know to move up. You know that before you get to be manager, you got 17 people ahead of you. Yeah. You understand me? There's no chance. However, you could be making big bucks as a high-paid teller, experienced teller, and you don't worry about nothing or anybody else. All you do is you make sure that, and they pay you extra just for being that. So I'm thinking the police department can actually put in these people who are proficient in writing and speaking as their frontline people, who take down reports and so forth and so forth. Employ, for every division, employ 4 people for different shifts.
Yeah, you don't have to just look at people and say, well, this one got so much years in the force, this one got more incentive. You know, because you don't see them girl at bank like LC and all, and then Lourdes, then girl start that teller, you know, pa?
Have to start that.
And then girl end up the manager.
Absolutely.
Right.
So, not only for the report part, but for the investigation part. Why we're not going? ¿Por qué no estamos logrando éxito? ¿Por qué? ¿Qué pasa? Nos quedamos trabados ahí que, ay, no sé qué vamos a hacer aquí porque no hay ningún lead. Ahí se quedó la cosa. ¿Será por falta de recursos? ¿Será que no tenemos el respaldo como en los Estados Unidos? Vas a ir vas a un laboratorio donde te pueden sacar DNA test en un ratito, te pueden sacar todo tipo de cosas en un ratito. ¿Será que estamos viendo estas cosas y estamos diciendo que simplemente, no, porque no tienes el equipo, no lo tienes, ahí no cerraste el caso? Pero ¿cómo antes?
¿Es rain?
Yes, it is rain. Pero ¿cómo antes se resolvían casos? ¿Cómo antes? Por sentido común. No por chisme, por sentido común. Una persona investigaba hasta que finalmente encontraba. Inspector Clouseau.
Yeah. Well, Mr. Martinez, it's 4 minutes away from 9 o'clock. We'd like to inform our viewers that on Friday we will be having the candidates for the United Democratic Party for the Trial Farm Village Council election. They will be here on Friday.
And tomorrow?
Tomorrow we should have San Esteban.
San Esteban.
San Esteban should be here tomorrow. So This is their last call to the people when it comes to being on. Yeah, and we are working on San Jose and San Pablo as well, Mr. Martinez. So
good.
We have 3 more days. We have Wednesday to Friday, so we'll see how we can get them in here. Because this week we have elections in in
San Jose, San Pablo, San Esteban, Guinea Grass, Trial Farm.
Yeah, I think I have one next one in the south. I think a Fireball or one of them places, no?
I don't know.
Yeah, but this week is the big week, and Palmarda this week too, pa. Yeah, this is the big week. This is the final one, so we will do our best to get them here. But we are already confirmed with San Esteban for tomorrow, and we have Trial Farm for Friday, and we are looking into San Jose and San Pablo to get them in as well. But we'd like to thank everyone who tuned into the Sugar City Morning Show today. Today is Tuesday. What date is today, Mr. Martinez?
Today is the 16th.
16th of July. All right. So today is the official day of the patron saint of Benqueviejo del Carmen. Today is their big day. And I
have a message here. It says, "My God, in what world does Mr. Martinez live? He takes the comments against the police as joke. And no time did I take the comments of the police as joke. So, but it's reality. He has not been. I don't take nothing for joke, Papa. I laugh maybe because
some things might sound a little bit funny how people,
yes, but
people send some text, right?
But I serious as sin.
Then Emmanuel, in 1 month's time, San Joaquin will be celebrating. Bacalar will be celebrating. They are on the 16th of August as well. So the people in that area that take the patron saint very, very high and they celebrate. But this show will be repeating tonight at 9 o'clock. We'd like to thank you all tuning in. And remember, we have the team of doctors coming in on Saturday. We will be sharing that information with you once again tomorrow, right up until Saturday. There is a team that will be right here at Pastor Prakash Church. That's right on the San Lorenzo road here. And then there is a next team that will be at the Baptist Church in Ardinet Alley. We'll be bringing you that information tomorrow. Let's close for today, Pa.
Yeah, this show repite ahora por la noche, a las 9 de la noche. Pero de todas formas estaremos de vuelta con ustedes mañana a la misma hora, primero Dios. Mañana tendremos el equipo de San Esteban, de el Partido Unido Democrático, que estoy seguro va a ganar la elección en San Esteban. Estoy bastante seguro de eso, porque la gente de San Esteban es así. Quiero también decir de que el viernes tendremos el equipo, primero Dios, al equipo de Trial Farm.
Yeah, Trial Farm.
Y pasado mañana, jueves, tendremos primero Dios el equipo de San José o de San Pablo. Así que vamos a tratar de tener a todo el equipo para que puedan ustedes conocerlos antemano y que ellos les puedan dar buena impresión y que sepan para quién están votando. Con eso, muchas gracias al equipo de producción y muchas gracias a todos ustedes, compañeros. Nos vemos mañana a la misma hora. Cuídense. Mi nombre es Emmanuel.
I'm Robert Cheque Usher.
Hasta luego, nos vemos.
Sugar City Morning Show.